How y'all doing, folks? John Tucker from JT's Honeybees. I'm over in Pasadena again. Y'all seen the video from Seabrook. Everything went really good. Got a call last week from this lady that said that these bees have been here for, she knows, a couple of 3 years, 2 to 3 years. And what it is, let me explain it here a little bit. This is kind of recessed off the house, and the bees are entering down below, probably somewhere right in here, through a hole in the brick about yay big. And so I got to open this up. I put my ear on it a little while ago, and you can definitely hear the bees real thick in here. We're going to give this homeowner a good clean removal, and hopefully she won't have no problem with bees after we're done. I know I haven't gotten called back to many before, so I'm gonna start by removing this trim piece here, the electrical covers. I'm gonna try not to do the bottom trim because it's with the carpet line, so hopefully I'll be able to pull this trim piece off and just kind of open up the sheetrock that I need to where she can make a good clean cut, or her handyman will make a good clean cut and put all this right back together for her. So sit tight, enjoy the show, because we're fixing to go JT's Honeybee style. So what happened is I pulled the piece of trim board off, that was running right here, and I thought this top was the actual top. I realized they had a secondary board on the inside because I wasn't seeing no bees coming out when I raised this. So luckily that exposed the level of the sheetrock, and you can see just off the little bit that I got peeled back, they tattletaled on themselves, and I called it right 100%. They're definitely in this window box right here. So we found them, and now all we gotta do is open them up. So give me just a few minutes, let me get the hive exposed, and we'll see how big this girl really is. What? JT Honeybee style. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so we got this thing opened up. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we got going on right now. Please don't critique the sheetrock job. All this is getting redone. They knew it was going to get I had to open it up. So I'll clean it up pretty good for them, make some good clean square cuts. I just getting into it so I can see what we got going on. So this is the colony. Pretty decent size. I'd probably say, it's 3.5 feet from top to bottom, and probably another 5 feet long, from side to side. So I'm gonna go pretty slow, start working comb, and the homeowner, this is actually a good one because the homeowner actually requested some honey, and there is a little bit of honey in this one, so I'll be able to give them some of that and let them enjoy some biscuits. So we're gonna start, getting this thing get it going and get this removal started. So y'all kick back, relax, enjoy the ride, and what y'all think about old JT? What? Hey, I gotta give a shout out. King Wood, you know who you are. I ain't gonna put you on blast or not, but King Wood. My Louisiana guys, JP and Shawee. Hey, you guys off the chain. JT's coming behind you though. New school versus the old schools. Who else we got out there that's just completely off the chain? Old man Ed. Hearts to you, bub. I know you love watching my videos. Thank you for giving me some jobs here and there and all the time. And man, especially a shout out to our junior members, Harris County Beekeepers. Hey kids, stick in there. One day you'll be running with old JT and make it all worth it in the end. I'm glad I got to get you guys bees, and all my followers, Facebook, YouTube. You can like me at JT's Honeybees, or follow me on YouTube at search JT's Honeybees, you'll find me. And but I'm gonna get started on this. Great removal right here, and see about getting out of here. I'm ready to go home, take the boys riding some dirt bikes tomorrow, and do their thing. So yep, this is the colony, and we'll check back in here shortly. Later, guys. So you can see I got the numbers down pretty good. I still got some more vacuuming to go, but I wanted to take a brief second to do like a reality minute, just a little JT's Honeybees opinion. So I do these removals quite often, and I get quite a bit of calls down here in the Houston area. But I've noticed one thing about every one of these removals that I've done is the hives are, flourishing. I mean, they're always pretty strong. They have a lot of bees. I'm not seeing a lot of, for this being a 2-3 year old colony, I'm not seeing a lot of hive beetles. And look at them. I mean, they're strong, they're alive, they're very active. And I think it answers a lot of questions on everybody's mind is, why are our bees dying? Why are our bees dying? These commercial guys losing tons and tons of their numbers, 40, 50%. I think this is the answer. I mean, it's one thing about every removal that I've ever done is I can tell you, not a single homeowner has ever put any kind of chemicals on them to help them control mites or small hive beetles or diseases. These things have evolved. I mean, I talked about it in a previous video, letting your bees be bees. This is the result of letting your bees be bees. I mean, they learn, they evolve. They're human animals, and I compare it a lot to an old mutt dog that you see running around. Generally, almost every stray dog you see is healthy. They may have mange, that's something that they can get. But as far as stray dogs you see running, they're typically healthy dogs. They haven't had the first shot. They're not getting antibiotics and pills shoved down their throats. Typical purebred dogs that people got, if they don't get their vet checks every 6 weeks and all the different shots that they got to get, the dogs die. They're dependent upon human interaction. If you look at a mutt dog, they're independent of human interaction, and they're strong. They evolve, and I think, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, it truly is, but I think the answer to what's killing our hives is us, humans, human interaction. I completely agree that commercial guys, they got to do what they got to do because they're shipping their bees all over the place. So they have to feed them artificial feeds and medicines and antibiotics and stuff to help try to control their bee populations. But I think, and this, like I said, is my opinion. I think the backyard beekeeper, such as myself, that lets his bees be bees. Mr. Patrick, the guy that very first got me started, I bought my very first hive from him. He coined that phrase. Patrick, you're the man. Still big heart to you for getting me into what I am into now. Guys, if you ever need advice that know me, Patrick, I'm not going to put last names out there, but those who know me will know Mr. Patrick. He's a good friend of mine, great mentor. He coined that phrase, let your bees be bees, man, and they do. Mine are the same way, and I can honestly say my bees thrive. I got big, strong hives, and And yeah, just for my little reality few minutes, I think the answer is the answer. I think we're killing our own hives. I truly do, by not letting our bees be bees and making them more dependent on us, and they need to be more independent on themselves, and let them learn what's out there. Let them learn to fight, and let their bodies, fix what's wrong. So that was my little reality minute. Had to sit down. Hey, it gives you a good chance to see what's going on back here behind me. I'm gonna go ahead and start working them some more and get some more numbers down. But yeah, I just want to spend a minute just talking about that. I hope, for those of you who agree with me, awesome. For those of you who don't agree with me, hey, can't get mad. It's my opinion. Everybody's got them. It's just my opinion. And back here in just a little bit, let me get these numbers down a little bit more. We'll start working this hive. Alright, so I got most of what I thought was the hive cut out, and found a little bit more of an issue. No problem though, it's something, it's no problem at all. We'll get past it. There's actually a secondary wall between me and the outside brick. I went through the sheetrock, was expecting, I got past the secondary wall. You can see I made some cuts. I don't know how great you can see, but I'll try to make it bright enough when I edit it to show you. I made some cuts into the next wall, and of course I was right. I mean, I had a feeling there was a lot more, and there is. You can see there's probably at least another, I'd say 7 feet of comb. Well, I mean, it is what it is. The homeowner, she was very honest, said they've been here for quite a while, and the proof is in the pudding. I mean, the longer you let these things go, I mean, the bees don't stop. They're going to keep growing and keep growing and keep growing to the full void space that they have. So, yeah, this is just a look behind the secondary wall. That's her brick to the outside of the home. The bees were actually entering right here in this area. So, yeah, I'm just going to start working the numbers down again. I mean, I got more bees, and I mean, you can see they're starting to cluster up pretty good in the windows. I'm sorry if it's not very bright. Like I said, I'll try to brighten it up a little bit when I edit it to make sure it's at least some kind of video. But all right, guys, I just want to kind of give you a recap on where we're at. This was a exterior window, offset from the house, a little window place where you can kind of put plants, or a little sitting area right at the window, and it was built off of it, had a little extended wall, and the the sheetrock, exposed it to the first. What I seen was the first set of hive. I thought that was the hive itself, and then I realized that there was an actual secondary wall. I cut into the secondary wall that leads now to the brick, and one thing I have noticed is the brood pattern on this hive is very, very weak. Whether it was a new queen that, maybe this hive had swarmed, or this is an older queen that her production has really went down. Her brood pattern is very splotchy, nothing symmetrical and pretty looking, real thick brood. Everything is, here some, there some, real splotchy brood. So it could be a new queen, just kind of getting into her laying pattern, or it could be an old queen that her production's really gone down, and if it was me, I'd run her out of here and get me a new one. But the hive is really, really strong. Looks great. The numbers are pounding. I've seen a few hive beetles, not a whole lot to speak of, saying that they've got them under control for sure. The bees are doing great. I just wish they weren't in this woman's house. I bet she does too, and I'll get that mediated here soon. But yeah, just kind of wanted to show you what was going on, and we'll be back here shortly. So the term's Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law once stated, what can go wrong will go wrong at the worst possible time. So it's completely dark outside. I've been on this removal now for, man, has to be 2.5 hours, 3 hours now. So I found, right on the ankle, you dirty dog. That wasn't even necessary. Sorry guys, gotta get a stinger out of my ankle. Dang. It's getting late, so they're not flying no more, they're crawling, and I'm in tennis shoes. I wasn't expecting this one to take me this long. So, what we're at so far right now, I've got the hive from the first wall, from the sheetrock to the secondary. And as I removed the hive from the secondary wall, I realized there's another damn wall. At this point, you know, I'm really weighing options on what I can do, because I can't knock down the brick. I mean, I've hit brick, and you can see the hive is still going. So, man, what a joke. I'll tell you what, there's probably a few of my competitors out there that would have killed this woman's wallet. I could have definitely seen them going and knocking back on her door and saying, "Hey, you owe me more money." Yeah, that's one thing about JT's Honeybees. If you ever use me, I give you a quote, that's the quote, bottom line. I really don't care to come knocking back on your door saying, "You owe me more money." I don't get down like that. So, but, I mean, I got to get in here and I got to see what's going on. I mean, if this comb drops behind this brick, then that's a done deal. I mean, I can't access it. I'm not going to mess with the structure stability of this house, you know, to get to the rest of this hive. Now I'm hoping, you know, I'm actually not even hoping, I'm praying that these bricks are all the way across and it keeps this 4 inches of comb high and tight. If it drops behind this brick, I'm doomed. I mean, it's going to be a bad deal there that we'll have to discuss what to do in the future, because I can't knock down this brick. No way, man. So, oh well, I got to keep going. Let's just see what, you know, keep our fingers crossed that what I'm seeing is an easy fix, and hopefully they don't drop down. I mean, I'm definitely seeing them coming in and out through the brick for sure, which leads me to believe that they're behind it, and that's not a good thing, not at all. All right, guys, bear with me. It's crazy, but hey, it's what we get in the business for, right? All right. So we're getting tired for sure. 4 hours in. Sorry guys, the whole sense of humor thing is gone. I'm pretty tired. This hive turned out to be absolutely huge. Scared me there for a second, thinking that, you know, I was going to be in a little bit of a pickle. But luckily, whoever was watching out for me tonight was definitely watching out for me tonight. I thought I was going to be in a bind for a minute, but it's no problem. The stuff that was on the bricks, you can see, hopefully you can see, that it was cut to the about 5 inches. It goes all the way across on the inside. So there's nowhere for it to drop down behind that layer of bricks right there. So that saved me a headache. I thought that it was going to drop down on both sides of this brick like it was on this side. But no, it wasn't. So that was a blessing in disguise. I mean, a blessing. Get off my hand, B. I'm not in the mood to get stung right now. Heifer, you two buzzing on my face, acting like you're going to get me or something. Damn, y'all got attitude at nighttime. But, yeah, I can't tell you how happy I am that this turned out this way. I was really expecting a lot worse whenever I seen the comb on the other side of the brick. But no, it stopped. I got most of it out. I got to do a little bit of cleanup, vacuum up some residual bees that are hanging around, and call it a night. So I know that if anybody, you know, there's a few people I know in this area that do removals that, oh man, I feel sorry for this woman. If they would have been the one doing this, I could imagine what they would have charged her. You know, hopefully she's happy with what I did for the price I did it for. It's definitely a workout. This technically takes second place on the largest hive that I've ever done. Definitely one back in 2012. Smoked this one. I mean, it's going to be very, very tough to beat that one, but this one here I can honestly say took number 2. This was a monster. Very big colony. Technical difficulty 1 to 10. I would put this one definitely up there around a number 7. Very, very big, very big. Like I said, I'm sure Miss Barbara's gonna, whenever she finally gets to come in here and see the work that was done here. I got definitely got some bees I need to suck up still. Miss Barbara, sorry about your wall having to go so deep into it, but you want a removal, sweetheart, I had to give it to you. And you know, I hope you can see that. Please don't ever let this get like this again. If you ever get bees and you know it, please call me out as soon as possible. I mean, this was very, very big. Went way too long. I know, can't say it was your fault, you know, but in the future, please call somebody. If it's not me, get somebody out here as quick as possible to remediate the problem to where one of us guys don't have to get into something like this. Wow. What a big hive. What a big hive. Okay, guys, stay tuned. We're still going. I'll give you one when we're done. El finito. Job is finished, Miss Barbara. Glad you got me in here, but man, did I hate this one. Let me get a drink of my soda. Man, I'm so thirsty. This has been a hell of a job right here. Y'all pardon me because I'm probably going to make a mess. Trying to drink Coke through a veil. But sorry, that's the way it rolls. Oh God, let's see. So I got done. Took right at 5 hours. You can kind of kindly see the wreckage that had been done, but I kept everything kind of in a good manner, and you know, there's still a few live bees in the room, but I mean, this is a big room, decent sized master bedroom, and yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get everyone, but the ones that are left are sadly gonna be a casualty of war. The homeowner does not like bees at all, so I'm sure she won't have a problem setting off a bomb in here and finishing, you know, what's left. I got almost 2 catch boxes full of bees, and turned out to be a pretty good hive. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Just short clips, you know, I ain't got to edit a whole lot. I can just kind of jump them in there, and start to finish is what it was. So hope y'all enjoyed it. Hey, if you ever got a problem with bees, please catch me on a day where I'm not so tired. I'd be a little more energetic when I say this, but call JT's Honeybees, 936-641-2704. John Tucker, and well, I'll tell you what, it amazes me no matter what. I've ran into some easy ones, I've ran into some difficult ones. Like I said, this one here, you know, Miss Barbara's, I'll remember it for the rest of my life. It has officially taken the number 2 largest colony I've ever done. I've never been, you know, really tired like this. This was definitely hard work. I'm ready for some fresh air, I know that. Everything I've been breathing, the room is completely sealed off, and all I'm doing is breathing fumes from my vacuum. So I'm definitely ready for some fresh air. I have a feeling it'll make me feel a little bit better than what I'm feeling right now. So let me get finished up and get out of here. Guys, hey, always a pleasure. We'll see y'all in the next video. JT's Honeybees, John Tucker. I'm out.